Good morning. My topic for today is about fundamental principles. A fundamental principle is the contained in the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia or TAC of 1976. First is the mutual respect for the independence, sovereignty, equality, territorial integrity, and national identity of all nations. Number two is the right of every state to lead its national extents free from external interference, subversion, and coercion. Number three is the non-interference in the internal affairs of one another. Number four is the settlement of differences or disputes by peaceful manner. And number five, renunciation of the threat of use of force. And six, effective cooperation among themselves. Maulin na siya. And then, makala pa kung ano yan. Nakukul, guys. Tabangan, ako nino ani.
Ano lang? Uy, nag-post ka sa FS ba niya? Nakatawa ko sa...
Kuha ni Mama Miss?
Nakatawa ko sa comment niya.
What? Kanilyo?
Nga sa pong niya. Okay.
And then, the Chaamwa Hin Declaration on the Roadmap for the Asian Community 2009 to 2015. First is we. We is the heads of state of government of the Association of Southeast Asian Nation, hereinafter referred as ASEAN, namely Brunei, Darussalam, the Kingdom of Cambodia, the Republic of the Indonesia, the Lao People's Democratic Republic, Malaysia, the Union of Myanmar, the Republic of the Philippines, the Republic of Singapore, the Kingdom of Thailand, and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam on the ocean of the 4th Asian Summit in Chuam, Thailand. And second is the recalling. Recalling is the spirit in which the Asian founding fathers gathered in Bangkok in 1967 to create an organization that would help bring about a Southeast Asia region of peace, freedom, and prosperity of their peoples. And then next is the recalling also. Recalling also is the Asian Vision 2020, which charts a future direction for ASEAN as a concern of Southeast Asia nations, outward-looking, living in peace, stability, and prosperity, banded together in partnership in a just, democratic, and harmonious environment, dynamic development, and ever closer economic integration, and in community of caring societies, conscious of its ties of history, aware of its shared cultural heritage, and bound by a common regional identity. Next is the recognizing. The recognizing is the declaration of Asian Concord to Bali Concord to which seeks to bring the Asian Vision 2020 into reality by setting the goal of building an Asian community by 2020, comprising three pillars, namely the political security community, economic community, and the socio-cultural community, all of which are closely intertwined and mutually reinforcing for the purpose of ensuring durable peace, stability, and shared prosperity in the region. Next is the inspired. Inspired by the spirit of a new Asian as symbolized by the Asian Charter, we reaffirm our commitment to accelerating the establishment of the Asian community, comprising the aforementioned three pillars by 5 years in 2005, are agreed in Cebu, Philippines in 2007. Next is the emphasizing. The emphasizing that narrowing the development gap shall remain an important task to ensure the benefits of Asian integration are fully realized through effective implementation of the Initiative for Asian Integration and other sub-regional frameworks. Next is the noting. Noting is with satisfaction the progress made so far under the series of action plans or programs adopted to guide progress toward the realization of the Asian Vision 2020. And then the cognizant. Cognizant that the rapidly changing globalized world continues to present both opportunities and challenges to which Asian must proactively utilize and respond, keeping itself always relevant while maintaining Asian centrality and the role as the primary driving force in charting the evolving regional architecture. And the last is the recalling. Kaning recalling sa last o recalling sa ikaduha, malaglahi ni siya og meaning. Ang kaning recalling sa last is the signing of the Declaration of the Asian Economic Community Blueprint and the adaptation of the Asian Economic Community Blueprint at the 13th Asian Summit on 20 November 2007 in Singapore, and the adaptation of the Asian Political Security Community Blueprint and the Asian Socio-Cultural Community Blueprint and the second work plan at the 14th Asian Summit on March 2009 in Thailand.
Do her by.
And then next is the do hereby. And do hereby is na siya 5 ka kanang
Category.
Asa?
Categories nila.
5 categories. First is the agree.
Also agree.
So, agree is the Asian Political Security Community Blueprint, the Asian Economic Community Blueprint, and the Asian Socio-Cultural Community Blueprint. Mo ni siya ang kuan sa agree kanang nahog ni siya og si tawag ana day.
Agree. Okay.
Kanang mga implementation niya sa
Okay.
basta mao na to. And the second is also agree. The also agreed, this is the roadmap of the Asian community in 2009 to 2015 shall replace the Vitain Action Program. And then the third is the task. The task is the concerned Asian sectoral ministerial bodies and the Secretary General of Asian is to implement this declaration as well as monitor commitments supported by the Committee of Permanent Representatives and report to us regularly through the respective Asian Community Councils on the progress of the implementation. And then also tasks concern ministers and the Secretary General of Asian to mobile sources from member states, dialogue and sectoral partners, development partners of Asian as well as from other external parties to implement this declaration. And the last is the pledge. Pledge are resolve and commitment to promote Asian people to participate and benefit fully from the process of Asian integration and community building. And then the last is done. Wala ko na-appeal o sulat. The done at the Cham, Thailand, this first day of March in the year 2009 and a single originally copy in the English language. And the next, these are the 3 pillars in the ASEAN community. ASEAN, eh, na?
ASEAN. Maka first pillar o ASEAN lagi na ASEAN Economic Community or ESC.
The first pillar is the ASEAN Economic Community or EAC. This is the political security. So way back in 2017, when ASEAN leaders signed the ASEAN Economic Community in 2015, a vision to integrate our resource markets was the seat in the motion, the EEC blueprint having been signed by all Asian members, including the Brunei, the Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam, is a shift towards globalization of products and labor aimed at boosting investment, generating more jobs, and increasing incomes. And then the second pillar is the ASEAN Political Security Communication or EPSC. Wala ko nabutang. This is the Asian Political Security Community oversees that the ASEAN community continues to live in peace, stability, resilience, and in concord. Through the EPC blueprint, the ASEAN signatories have established a role-based community of mutual shared norms and values. And the last is the
third pillar.
Third pillar is the ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community.
Cultural community.
A cultural community or ASCC. This is the socio-cultural community aims to promote a caring and sharing society. So which stems from the fact that all action undertaken by the ASEAN are to uplift the lives of its people and make living in the region and a more fulfilling experience. And then the social construction in uniting multicultural societies in the Asian community is a collaboration of nations having a wide array of broad cultural, political, and economic dimension. Consequently, difficulty on how a multinational alliance can consolidate multicultural societies becomes inherent in establishing a unified regional identity. And then the human capital in the changing labor market is the uniting different cultures and nationalities. Success of the Asian integration also entails education system to give focus on delivering skills necessary for the imminent changes in the labor market. And then in the K-12 program in the basic education sector, the implementation of the K-12 programs Philippines may still lag behind due to the delayed implementation of legislation related to our education system, according to Education Secretary Brother Armin Loistro. There are certain matters the Philippines government should have done decades ago but only did recently because bureaucracy got in the way. And that's all. Thank you. That's